face on the drip. Will you marry me and George? And put I love you, Sandy.
Yeah, but
with rose petals.
All out.
Yeah, so when we enter the room, Sandy said, wow!
Yeah.
And when Sandy saw I love you on the bed, Sandy said, let me draw the drapes.
So I can take pictures.
And when she does, you get to oh yes!
Welcome once again to the new foundation, Christian Ministries, B1 Marriage and Family video podcast. I am your host, Donald McFarlane, and this is a beautiful
Natalie Irving Mattox, your co-host. Just want to remind our viewers to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, send your comments. We appreciate them. Looking forward to
indeed
this episode.
Very well, very well. Because we have come again. We have come again to speak to this interesting couple, the Josephs. Joe affectionately called and Sandy so affectionately called. For we want to talk more with them about their journey. Now, last time, Joe, we spoke about your conversion experience. So you were pending surgery, and that was where it all began. Yeah. Though you and Sandy were not on speaking terms, you told her about it, and she took the day off. So wonderful, Sandy, and to support you. Tell me now in a little more detail how this experience you're going to go through impact your salvation.
Before I get into that, I like this gimmick thing, you know, so
yeah.
So when I was in that the room, they call it the recovery room.
Okay.
So I heard like the doctor knock them and ask them, you know, where are you? And you know, if they say, well, they are at Andrew's Hospital or so, they will say, okay, you are good to go. So I said, well, when my time come around, I'm not going to tell them that.
No.
So when my time come around, I said, I'm in Jamaica. I'm in Jamaica. I stayed an extra half an hour for that.
Yeah.
Just because of that, because I think yeah. Because of that. But it's some gimmick, and you know where I was and all of that. But because of this gimmick,
yes.
You know. But as I said, the conversion now, before I asked him, and he put me through, and it was safe, and I promise. Hence the reason I approached Sandy that Sunday, and Sandy agreed, and we went to the church.
So you spoke to God,
yeah,
and asked Him to give you a safe passage through the surgery.
Yeah.
And if He keeps you, you are going to serve Him for your life.
Yeah.
And so when you came through, you know it was God who brought you.
It was, yeah.
All right, beautiful. And then there was a pastor who prayed for you, and you asked him to sort of talk to Sandy because the marriage was kind of rocky a bit in that time.
Yeah.
And that happened. And then you remember the church you were invited to by a friend of the family, and so you asked Sandy that both you go to church on that Sunday.
Yeah.
But at that time, you had in your mind committed yourself, I'm asking.
Yeah, I already committed myself then. And you know, what doubled that is when I came and you know and listened to the word, it was like marriage. You know, when I'm married, you know, I felt that I have too much love in me. So I want to share it. So it's similar when I got the word and you're pounding the word, you know, in the church, and you know, everything was just absorbed and all of that. It was so what word is it? It was eating me so badly that when I say badly in a good way.
Yes.
You know, I called my friend, my best friend Shaba, and told him, you know, what I'm experiencing and all of that, and even invite him to the church, and the rest is history. Is a part of the church now.
Bless you.
Yeah.
All right. But then help me now, Sandy. You did he tell you of this conversation and conversion that he had?
No.
He didn't say much. The most was that he was asking you that about you go to church.
Right.
So when did you come into a full understanding that this man is a changed man?
So when we had the talk, and when we had the talk with Pastor Wright from the Seventh-day Adventist Church of Truth, and then he decided to go to church, that this is the way forward, this is what he wants to do.
Yes.
And I have always wanted my marriage. Always wanted to work on my marriage. There was my son involved, Christoph and Andre, and to be honest, growing up as a child, this is something that I've always said to myself. I never wanted to be a single parent. Single parent was never one of my things. And even before marriage, I never wanted kids because I said I don't want to be a single mom. I have to get married.
Yes.
So I was ready and willing to work on my marriage. So when he was making that positive, when I see that he was going to make that positive step towards the move to God, towards going to church.
Yeah.
What could I say?
Yes.
What could I do?
Yeah.
But to move with it, to work with it.
Yeah.
This is what you want.
Yeah.
This is what any woman would want.
If I give interjection here, I remember many times before, I would say, Sandy, well, this is the last time, because God this and God that, and I will serve him and I will do this.
What do you mean when you say this is the last time?
No, man, like any other thing now, like if...
You do something right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And I will say, well, this is the last time because, Christ will be in the center and this. So it was the first time I was approaching her.
Right.
So even though she bought into it, what happened, what made this difference now is the fact that we said, let's go to the church.
All right.
Yeah, that was the difference. But many times before, I said,
the talk.
Yeah, I said, well, this is the last time, Sonny, and just think about what Christ would do in this time. Just think about that. And don't do it. Yeah. But the difference now is when I say, come, let's go. That was the difference.
Wow.
Yes. So we have to ask Sandy then now, Natalie, how did your change come about? And you made it clear as if going to church was not necessarily being a Christian, but you came to a place where you surrendered your life to the Lord, and afterwards both of you got baptized the same time. Yes. So how did your particular change now come?
It was easy.
Easy?
Yes.
It's not interesting.
It was so easy because usually I think for me when a man takes the first step, it is way easy for the woman. You understand? We would want to follow. So to me, the conversion, that step was very easy. Yeah.
You didn't think about anything else about the life that you'd miss at all. You were just ready.
There was nothing to think about because even though I was out there, maybe not going to church as often, because I usually go to church, but maybe not as often. I wasn't doing anything really out there. It's just that I wasn't baptized and maybe not visiting church. Yeah, so it was very easy. I wasn't missing anything.
No party.
Not much else there
party.
except
the soca music.
Except. Did you say soca?
Carnival.
Yes. What do you mean by that? What do you mean? You like
But said that she loves soca.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Even before church, I had to stop because I remember I loved to go to the soca parties. That was the only thing I used to.
Sometimes I wonder about the move I see a dancing church. Alright, Sandy. Go ahead.
Chris did not like to see me going. So every year, from February, March to April, when all the soca parties going on, and I would get up and put on my costumes and he would be at home. Chris didn't like the soca thing, you know?
No.
And he would be vexed and jealous and careless.
Yeah.
So I had no choice. I had to eventually stop. So this was long before.
Okay.
So
but he was a jealous man.
Really a jealous man, you know, but he never liked
just like
the carnival thing, me going to carnival and dressing.
You don't like the carnival?
You don't like the carnival?
No, I never like it.
I hear
it was more the reggae side that
You're more.
Yeah, the reggae side was not the carnival thing. Yeah. So I never watch a carnival with my naked eyes. Never.
Okay, you mean in live? Okay. Alright, so maybe we could segue a little bit now to talk about how did you two meet?
Well, I remember we used to play football on a Sunday morning right in Mona there. And they had a sale by Singer, Crossroad. So I left with my sweaty self and perspiration all over. And when I was in the compound, I saw 3 ladies coming up. Beautiful ladies. Short. Way up. And I look and I say, hello there. And we exchanged number, and the next day was just gifts. I remember I gave her a big basket the very next day, the Monday morning.
Yes.
Yeah. And there was a perfume in that basket, and up to this day, 20 years later, that perfume is still intact, nothing else. Because she loved it so much.
Yes.
I remember they broke in her house once and took everything off the dresser, and that was the only thing.
They did that. Yes.
Yeah. And on 19 was on that.
So I saw what I want, and I just moved. Move to what I want, and
So you recollect that day, Sandy?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he saw what he wanted. What did you see?
I was single at the time, yeah. So and I kind of knew him before because I know his sister, right, from high school days. So it was not so hard for me, yes, to really start. Yeah.
And the sister didn't put in a word?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No. She did not. Yeah.
Yes.
But I did reach out to her though to try to
get a backdrop
of what has been happening with him and all the different questions. But
very well.
And then it started from there.
So that was 2000. So we met in 2000. We engaged in 2001. I was married in 2002.
All right.
But I would like to just share a little bit on that engagement. I remember, it was her birthday.
Yes.
When you're checking in on hotel, it's about 3 o'clock. You have to go in.
Yeah.
I went to the management of Hilton and I told them what I plan to do. I want to engage my fiance. So they gave me the room from in the morning. So I took with the rose petal. I got some rose petals and I sprinkled it from the door. I drew the drape and I paste on the drape. Will you marry me, and draw it? I put I love you, Sandy.
With
rose petals.
All out.
Yeah, so when we entered the room, Sandy said, wow! Yeah. And when Sandy saw I love you on the bed, Sandy said, let me draw the drapes
so I can take pictures.
Oh yes!
She couldn't say no.
If there was any doubt, that sealed it.
Yeah.
That is it.
So that was 2001, and then we took 1 year and planned a lovely wedding. It was an expensive wedding, but lovely.
Yes, and here you are. Wonderful love story. But we could not close out something like this, but without talking to you a bit, because you are now very entrenched in a church.
Yeah.
Well, it's for you to say, hopefully finding some fulfillment. Tell me a bit about your church life, Sandy. How involved, what you do at your church? As if you don't know.
I'm involved with the pastoral care. I'm part of the pastoral care.
Pastoral care.
Right.
What is that?
So so that is where my duties involves basically taking care of the pastor's travel, or my bishop travel. Bishop Donald McFarlane, do you know?
You want me to say
all right. So you see to his going to the airport,
right?
Coming back. Yes.
Right, it's available. Everything is available for him.
Beautiful.
Birthdays, etc. Anything. He can call me if he needs something done. Stuff like that, yeah.
All right. So that's one portfolio area that you carry, which is very important.
Yes.
Just in Adley?
Yes, of course, yes.
If I were your past time, I'd be very happy. But over the women's side, because the women's ministry here, you are a big coordinator in pre-COVID yard sales and all those kinds of welfare stuff and so on, no?
Yes.
Yeah. You're not one of the movers and shakers over there too?
Yes, with the Women of Purpose, or Walk the Walk. Yes, I'm part of the planning.
Okay.
Events and
Public relations. That's right.
So I'm part of that.
Okay.
That team.
Okay.
So, right.
Yeah. And so you're quite involved in your church. Fulfilled, you think? I'm asking for those who are, because you come saying you're married to this man and you're in your church. I want to know if the church life is a fulfilled life.
It is. Indeed.
All right. So no. All right, got you. How about you?
Well, yeah, in terms of fulfillment, that to the full extent of the meaning. I am the men's director. Previously, I was the men's president. I'm in charge of planning the men's Sunday program, and I have to keep the men in the church as well. On any occasion I can get to call anyone in the church, I will call them and encourage them and even speak to people on the outside and try to get them in the church and show them the life that we have to live, that we're not missing anything on the outside.
Yes.
So everything is inside here and we can enjoy ourselves as much as anybody else, because my personality is a different type of personality and I fully enjoy myself about anything that I put myself to. So
Yes.
So I wanted to talk a little bit about there was a conversion, seasoned Christians, stable in your church, and that is going well. You're a men's president, you're so involved in pastoral care and so on. What is it? So prior to becoming a Christian, because it would seem to me, based on some of what your husband shared, there were some ups and downs, struggles and so on, and so people change over time with but at the same time, what is it that is sustaining your marriage right now? What is it that is sustaining you? What is it that you're doing differently than now and then?
The trust factor. See, the greatest thing in life is when you trust somebody, you can turn your back and you know that they have your back. So the trust factor is a big thing in it. Back then there wasn't any trust. Now Sandy can, trust. So I don't go out the way and do anything. I select my friend now and keep my friend. My friend is Bishop. My friend is Pastor Calvin. My friend is Campbell, you know. So I keep those friends. So in terms of accountability and all of that, I have all those people that surround me and my mentor and so forth. So she see the change in me, and not only she, even my family members saw the change in me, and even came to the church and accept Christ as a personal Lord and Savior because of the change that they saw in me.
Big.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything on it?
Well, for me, the move, that big move that he made when he decided to go the Christian way, it was a big thing for me. You understand? Because even now, when he, let's say, domino, he said that he's going to play domino. I don't question anything about it, because I am like, yeah, God is in the middle of this, our marriage now. And with God there, it really makes a big difference.
Huge gigantic.
A big difference.
Yeah.
The trust is back. He will be out there playing domino and I don't need to call.
Right. Until tomorrow morning.
Until tomorrow morning, I don't need to call. Yes. It's just that sometimes you might get a little concerned if you see just want to make a 1-2 call to make sure that yes, he's okay. But it has been really good. With God in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah,
because even my project take me out of town, you know. And I remember in 2015 I was staying in Falmouth and saw the site guy doing all type of hanky-panky, and I was just there telling them, no man, you need to be this and you need to do that and keep on the straight and narrow. So it does make a big difference. So.
Wonderful change. I say, what a wonderful change in my life has been wrought.
The community,
Yes, big. Well, it has been real nice, talking to you, and certainly, Natalie, we know by now it's home secret that we're all from the same fellowship, but we speak the truth. We speak truth here. I mean, what we know of Joe and Sandy.
Yes.
It's a couple that any fellowship should be envious of having.
Yes.
Because apart from pastoral care and being part of the work group and what they do there, and Joe is an evangelist. He doesn't wear the title now, but this man never ceases to represent the Lord excellently.
Yes.
He will challenge you on Bible study matters. He's a practical person, and a deeply committed couple. Apart from that, how could I not mention how they have opened their doors up in the St. Andrew Hill School. Cool up there for different departments of the ministry. Young people go there and hike out, and it's just a ministry-oriented couple, and God just saved people for purpose.
For
And
such a time.
You have been inspiring to many in the fellowship and beyond. And
a mentor
for me personally, it's just a joy being part of your lives and to even have your sharing on set. I'm coming off the stage and Natalie's going to wrap up now, but I am not going to spread any rumor and any propaganda. All that I say is that my friend Joe asked me to be his publicist, and there's something in the making. He's recording, doing a recording with him and Sandy. Our producer George is doing some editorial work. So we just wait and see when they release it to see the production that comes from Constitution Hill under the nose of God.
Did I tell you that they are both comedians? Sandy and I are like, okay, let's wait on that album. about. Thank you so much for watching, viewers. It was indeed a pleasure to have you, Joe and Sandy, and Seth with us today. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Thanks to our sponsor, Mattox Health and Fitness, resident producer George Malcolm Walker, and Damian De Aguilar. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
Next time.